How's it going, guys? Here from the shop, the knife shop, with the review of these two watches that I acquired. This one was 2 months ago, and this one was 2 weeks ago, I believe. A little bit over 2 weeks ago. They are both solar watches made by Vaer. It's a company in California that makes has a lot of their watches are assembled in the United States, as you can see on the dial right there. This one's a little bit lower. This model is called the D4. This one is the D4 Atlantic, and this one is the D4 Merdian Black. The key differences: this is the newer one, slightly more expensive. The key differences are is this one has a sunburst dial. It's quite nice to look at, and it has a ceramic bezel. It's also a lot harder to see the solar cell underneath this watch. Both of these are solar watches, so they have transparent dials to a certain extent. This one is just a lot more transparent, and you can see the little, I forget what that's called, but the little thing underneath that absorbs the sunlight. The bezel on this one is aluminum with just a pip that is loomed, and this ceramic bezel is fully loomed. Or I shouldn't say fully loomed, but these are loomed, the indices. I'll throw in a picture at the end of the loom. This one is X1 grade, W20, 15 layers, and this is 15 layers of C1. So not the best loom, but it's a lot of layers of it, so it's always worked for me, visibility-wise. Another thing that I noticed between these two is that on the old one, the crown would wobble quite a bit, and they fixed that on the new one. So the new one shakes back and forth as much as a normal watch, or most watches that I've handled. It's very minute how much it moves around, so nothing crazy. Other key differences, besides the price, that's pretty much it. I've always liked this design. I like Vaer just in general because of the like the Omega aesthetic to the twisted lugs, and then you have the Rolex sub dial look to it. One other thing is the bezels are almost always lined up. At least it may look a little off. I think that's just the camera. Here, let me center you. That's lined up, and the action is very nice on these bezels. I'm doing this to the camera all wrong, but there's very little back play, and it sets in. So it's a nice snug bezel. Without being too tight, you get good purchase with the little, Rolex style serrations. And this is the new one. So very nice bezels for both of these. This one was under 400, and this is just right around 400. But you get them at discounts. I got this one on quite a bit of discount, almost $100 off, and the same with this one. First-time buyers, they get a discount, which is nice. So about the movement, it's a VS22 solar movement Epson, which is is owned by Seiko, I believe. It's a 6-month power reserve, and it takes 6 hours to charge in direct sunlight. Accuracy-wise, it's supposed to be, the tolerances are very loose, and it's supposed to be 30 plus or minus a month. I've worn this one for 2 months, and in that 2 months, it lost and gained less than 5 seconds. So it's within 5 seconds, and I've been wearing this one for a week, and it hasn't deviated at all in that week, which is very nice. So these are very nice, just grab and go watches. Nothing crazy expensive, but a nice aesthetically pleasing watch with the twisted lugs. And this one is really just a nice watch to look at. Really enjoy that. I run NATO straps pretty much on everything. I usually cut off that tab so it just sits a little bit lower, but that's just me. I got the bracelet for this one. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. One other thing I want to mention is they are both have a double domed sapphire crystal that has anti-reflective coating on the underside, so it's not going to scratch off. So yeah, nice watches. Really like them. Definitely my favorite just grab and go watch that I own. Thank you for watching, guys.